I love that you turned such a terrible childhood experience with grief into so much positivity. More recently, you have been working with other children to spread these messages that we've been talking about. How have you seen your message impact those children that you work with?
I think people are really scared right now. There's a lot of divisiveness in America. There's a lot of hate being spewed at, people from different backgrounds. And I think learning how to deal and live with the world that we are in today is really important because it's here, it's happening. And how can we have a happy life? What I've been doing is looking at my own survival skills, basically, and finding ways to deliver that message to the youth that are really in need right now. So, especially kids who are on social media, that's something we never had to deal with. I'm so grateful that I didn't have to deal with being on social media, but now our kids and our teenagers are. So, giving them these tools to survive the hate that they come across on social media is really important. And it cannot be overlooked just because we didn't deal with it as kids. So, I think that when you focus your energy on anything, that thing grows, whether it's, positive, negative, that thing grows. So when I look at my Instagram page, or if you go to an event and there are people who are spewing hate, our brains are wired. When there's 10 positive messages, we only look at the one really cruel message and we just fixate on it, and our heart starts pounding and our hands start sweating and we get so emotional and upset. And now we're giving all of our energy and our time to that negative comment, when there's all these positive comments over here being like, hey, what about me? And what I realized is when you give your love, we only have so much bandwidth. We only have so much time in each day. And when you give your time to the positive comments or people or work situations, those things are going to grow and grow and grow. And we don't have time for the hate. And I've just noticed it. I mean, in my own journey alone, like there's obviously, when you grow a platform, you're going to have a larger majority of hate on your page, no matter who you are, no matter where you're from, no matter what you stand for. There have been days when I have been like super upset and hurt by a comment, but then I go, you know what? Look at all these beautiful comments. Look at these beautiful people. I'm going to give them all my time and energy. And when I do, it's like, oh my gosh, now we're working on a project together. We found some common ground. We're building this cool, outreach program, or just so many things grow out of giving all of your attention to the love. And I really want that message to continue to grow, and ignore the negativity. Don't let it get to you. As long as you are a good person and you are doing your best, everything's going to work out. Just do not give your attention to the hate. It really matters who you surround yourself with.
We always end these interviews by asking for your advice to young people, but I feel like since all the different phases of development you went through as a young person were so important to your story, I think I would ask you, if you could go back in time and give the younger version of yourself one piece of advice, what would it be?
Love who you are, exactly who you are, and do not be embarrassed about anything. Not the space in your teeth, not the funky eyebrow, not the my chin does this weird thing and I'm like, I love it, like now, but like when I was a kid and a teenager, I wish I could just tell myself, you're amazing exactly how you are. Love yourself now.
Look at that. It all wraps back to authenticity.
Yes, it's so true.
I love that. Well, that is going to conclude our conversation with Caroline Demore. Caroline, thank you again for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.